A major key to career success is developing confidence. Confidence is one of the few things that people don't actually work on cultivating, but could have a massive impact on their career trajectory. Being more confident allows you to convey messages in a way that's going to resonate with people and allows you to get your point across more effectively. In today's video, we're going to talk through some of the essential steps to developing confidence for you so it can benefit your career. Let's go. Now, one of the first things you can do is actually a practical step. What I want you to do is I want you to get a notepad or a paper or open up your notes app on your phone, but write down what makes you unique. It's important for you to understand what you bring to the table, what your value proposition is, what you have in your background that perhaps others don't, that allows you to stand out. And making this simple note and taking this simple task and writing it down is going to help you build the foundation for confidence, understanding what it is you bring to the table that makes you effective, makes you unique. This is a building block to actually creating confidence. So the first exercise is just write this list. This list could have 1 to 2 things, it could have 10 things. But write down some of the things you do well, some of the things that make you unique, and some of the things that allow you to stand out in your given field. Now, once you've done this, the next step is actually to set goals. And my advice here is to start with small goals, goals that are easily achievable, and start driving towards achieving some of these goals. Maybe you make them a goal that you want to accomplish over the next month, maybe over the next quarter. And as you start to accomplish these and hit these goals, you'll build confidence, but then also set larger, more substantial goals. And the more you do that, the more you set goals, you achieve these goals, you set larger goals, chase after them, and eventually achieve them, you're going to start building confidence within yourself. You're showing yourself that you've done these things. You can do it. You are capable of succeeding. And this little step really matters to demonstrating to yourself that you are capable of achieving things and there is reason for you to be confident. Now, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to celebrate these wins. Even though some of these are small milestones and small goals, it's important for you to view them positively and recognize that you have achieved something. You don't need to celebrate every day, but as you have these milestones and as you pass them, as you achieve them, as you create success, I want you to recognize that. And I want you to view that as something that you have done, and I want you to be proud of yourself, your effort, and your progression. These little wins and celebrating these little wins are actually really important to building the foundation for success, for confidence, and belief in yourself and what you would accomplish as a professional. Hey, if you're finding value in this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It is free for you. It helps my channel a ton. It motivates me to make more videos like this. And if you're already willing to do that, well, hit that subscribe button. That way you never miss one of my 3 free weekly videos, all designed to help you maximize your career and land your dream job. Now, the next thing I want you to do is practice positive self-talk. One of the things that is just like an absolute truth is most people critique themselves much harsher than they would ever critique somebody else. If you were giving somebody advice, how would you talk to them? Would you talk to them in an incredibly aggressive way or a degrading way? No. But when we talk to ourselves and we examine our own shortcomings, our own faults, we are often very harsh in the way that we talk to ourselves. We are very critical of what we do. And that can actually have an effect on your confidence. It can impact it adversely. And you talk to yourself negatively enough, you are going to erode any confidence that you've built up or that you had from the beginning. So it's really important to be kind to yourself, give yourself grace, but also reinforce that you are doing positive things and have positive self-talk. You can say things to yourself like, wow, you did a really good job there, or you really came through there, or you nailed that. It's important to have much more positivity than negativity in the way you look at yourself, look at what you've done, and the way you evaluate your performance. Now, the next thing I want you to do is actually seek feedback. Everything we've done up until this point, well, these are things that you've done by yourself, right? You can make lists, you can set goals, you can evaluate what you're doing well, you can control how you talk to yourself. But at some point, you're going to need external feedback. You're going to have to talk to people and give them the freedom to share with you their perspective on your performance, on your progression, on your development, on some of the things that they'd like to see you work on, or some of the things you've done well. Make sure this is a trusted person, and you respect them, and you respect the feedback they are going to give you is going to be accurate and unbiased, if possible. But it's really important to get someone else's perspective, to understand, okay, here are the things I continue to work on to become a better version of myself, so I can continue to elevate myself, and thusly also have more confidence. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you give yourself grace if you slip up. Progress is hardly ever linear. You're not just going to be more confident, and sail off into the sunset of confidence. There will be times where you make mistakes and you question your progress, you question the validity of your improvement, and you question, am I actually getting better? The reality is if you're intentional and you're working towards it, you probably are, but there will be setbacks. And when you have setbacks, I want you to forgive yourself. And I want you to be able to go, you know what? I'll be better tomorrow. Every day is not going to be my best day, and that's okay. And finally, I want you to fake it till you make it. Even times where you feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready for this, have belief in yourself. Be willing to bet on yourself. Be willing to say, you know what, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I know I'm going to give it my best, and that's going to be good enough. I think believing in yourself and just being willing to again, bet on yourself, demonstrate confidence, even when it's not there, is important. Because the way people perceive you is the way they are going to view your level of confidence, and the energy they give back matters. So going into a situation where maybe you're not as confident as you'd like to be, but acting as if you were confident, knowing that if you make a mistake, you're going to be okay with yourself, providing you with your own positive self-talk and reducing the amount of negative self-talk that you're giving yourself leading up to that moment and after that moment. That all matters in how you come across to other people, and how you come across to other people, how they perceive you will ultimately, well, that'll have a feedback loop on how confident you end up being. Now, having the type of confidence that these practices will help you develop is going to help your career a lot. And one thing that will also help your career a lot is not making big mistakes that could adversely impact your career. It's why I made this video here. This video here is all about things you should never do at work, because you work really hard to have a great, fulfilling, meaningful career. But little missteps can absolutely sabotage it. So I'm done here, but I will see you over there.